this on our YouTube page, and you guys can view it also and send a copy of it to your team. But these are the goals for the week. Last year we started 219 returns. This year our goal is to start 300 returns for this week. The breakdown is 40 for Utica, 20 for Flatbush, 25 for Church. For Midfield is 35. For Third Avenue is 30, and for Roebuck is 20. For Eagle Valley is 10. For Marshall Creek is 40. For Strasburg is 15. For Mount Pocono is 35. For Tennisville is 10. And for Main Street, it is 4 returns. A couple things we need to do to hit these goals. Again, I can't stress this enough. Just continue to meet with your team. Keep them updated as to what's going on in your offices. Definitely let them know where they are as far as goals, as far as where you are as far as return count, and what's going on in your office. Also, write these goals down. Write down where you are as far as return count and where you should be, and make sure it's somewhere where everyone can see it. As we said last time, you're 70% more likely to hit the goals if you write these things down. Okay. Also, there are 79 returns on hold this week. Focus on giving these returns a call, follow up to see if they have the information needed to complete their return. For completed returns, make sure you're doing your follow up thank you calls. We talked about this before. We're saying that we want to increase our customer service. So every return that we completed, the next following day, we're going to pick 5 returns and just to call them and say thank you. So make sure you're still doing your thank you calls. Okay. Make sure everyone on your team understand the marketing promotions. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Look out for the WhatsApp messages. We've been pretty good with WhatsApp, talking and making exchanging information and stuff too. Every week I post up a WhatsApp note and a picture to post on your Facebook page. So definitely copy and paste that. For waivers, waivers should be, if not already, starting on Monday. For this week, have 2 waivers out. Make sure your office has about 4 to 5 waivers, but for every day, have about 2 waivers out. If you don't have waivers, definitely give me a heads up. So real quick on tax news, you know there's a government shutdown going on right now. Okay, so I was going to some information about this government shutdown. And again, if you have any questions, just jump in and ask. Okay, so during a government shutdown, anything that is paid or funded by the government is pretty much non-existent. Okay, I know TSA is having an issue right now where there's a lot of people who are not going into work or calling in sick. So people flying right now is going, they have some hiccups. So anything that's funded by the government is pretty much non-existent. Obviously, the IRS is a government agency. So during the IRS shutdown, there will be no refunds being released. Now, refunds will still be accepted once the IRS opens up to accept refunds. So they'll still be accepted. They will still go through the processing phase. But as far as direct deposits, checks, and things like that, there will be no refunds being released. Now, I don't know if it's just me, and you guys can jump in and let me know, but every year there's some sort of government shutdown going on. I really believe
ever since Trump came in office.
I really believe it's a conspiracy going on, and I think it's a scare tactic. I think there's a lot of things going on with that. I'm surprised it lasted this long. It's going on the 2nd week right now. I would be surprised if it goes on for more than 3 weeks. I really think that by the 21st, we should see an end coming to this government shutdown. I would be shocked. But again, every year there's always something going on with the government. Last year, like Andrea said, it was a shutdown again. I think last year the shutdown lasted a week. This year's going on the 2nd week. So we'll see what happened, but I don't think it's going to last much longer. Also, during the shutdown, there's a pause on all audits and exams. So if someone has an IRS letter, if someone going through an audit, all that stuff is going to be on hold until the shutdown is over. So it's an FYI. Also, contacting the IRS around this time is pretty much non-existent as well. There's about 12 people staff at the IRS. So there's going to be a lot of automated messages. No one's going to get through to the IRS for any kind of questions. So again, just an FYI if clients ask. All right, so I really want to talk to you about Facebook procedures. So if you have questions, please definitely ask, just in case I'm missing something. I know there was some confusion as far as Facebook is concerned, what we're doing, what we should do. I'm going to also email Facebook's procedures to everybody to talk to your team too. But I just want to make sure everybody understand how this works. So We hired a company to promote us on Facebook. What they do is they put ads on Facebook for our clients and our clientele, meaning people we go after to look at. Okay, so we call these type of clients leads, which are they're not clients yet. We just leads that we follow up to get clients. Hey guys, do me a favor, mute your phone. There's a lot of feedback coming up. Okay, so anyway, we call these client leads. Okay, so what happened is when the leads see our ad on Facebook, they get a prompt to take action. What that means is they see our ad. It'll be a video or it'll be something about $50, $100, get cash right now. Click here if you're interested. Once they click here, all the information gets downloaded. Okay, once the information gets downloaded, it goes to Michael, who's heading our call center, and he takes it from there. Okay, so two things happen. They see our ad on Facebook and they are prompt to click on the ad and download a voucher to get $100 cash in a flash. Okay, so once they click, they can print a voucher to get $100 cash in a flash. Also, with that same click, they could also call into a call center, set up an appointment, and they get a thank you of $20. So either they'll get $100 cash in a flash or get $120 cash in a flash. Okay? Either with those two options, both of these leads goes to the call center, and Michael follows up on both these leads. Okay? If Michael sets the appointment, they get $100 cash in a flash. If the client calls in to set the appointment, they get $100 plus $20. Thank you for calling in to set up an appointment. Okay. Between these situations, when Michael set up these leads, and Michael and Rue, feel free to jump in anytime you want to. But when Michael sets up these appointments, he puts in detailed notes in the Google Calendar for you guys to see. So what you guys need to be doing at the office level is when you come in every morning, check out and I know it's misspelled, so I guess you guys know what I'm trying to say, but check out your Google Calendar every single morning for appointments. Okay, Michael's going to put in that if an appointment is a Facebook lead or just a general appointment from the call center. If it's a Facebook lead, he will specifically say in a note if this person is getting $100 cash in a flash or if the person getting $100 plus or $20 thank you. So you have to read the notes and see what it says. Okay, once the return is completed, right now the cash in flash is only locked for $50, and actually Beatrice brought that to my attention. So thank you, Beatrice. But Phoenix is locked in at $50 right now for cash in flash. So all you could put in is $50, but you still giving the person $100 or $120. At the end of the day, just send me an email of who that person is that got $100 and we put in 54, and I will go out. I personally have to go in and manually adjust that cash in flash. That is very, very important. So when your office has Facebook clients, send me a quick email. Let me know who they are so I could look them up and manually change their cash in flash from 50 to 100. We have to do that because we have to make sure our books and our records are straight. Okay?
Yeah,
Go ahead. You got a question?
can you hear me?
Yeah. You got a question?
I'm glad y'all said that because that was really a big issue for me because I was trying to figure out. I'm glad y'all did bring that up because I was trying to actually figure out once we do pay these people this $100, how will we account for it? Because the cashier is only printing out, the $50 thing. Now that I do know that, I do appreciate that. So I'm gonna have to email you about two that I have in this office. So I'm glad I do know that because that was a big issue for me.
Yeah, perfect. And that goes how well we communicate. These things come up, we have to ask these questions. So just email me and I will make those adjustments. Now, what will happen is when the client clicks on our ad, all our office information comes up, our addresses and our phone numbers. Okay? So you may have a client that directly goes to the office without a voucher, for example, or may call into the office and asking questions about the Facebook ads that we have going out. If a client calls the office, just let them know to print out the voucher, or they have it on text. That's fine too. If they have it on their phone, they could bring it on their phone as well. But we need to see the voucher. So come into the office with the voucher. So we have to tell the client about the Facebook voucher if they call in. If the client walks in and they don't have a voucher, but they say, it was on Facebook, I saw it on Facebook. I clicked the button. I just couldn't download the voucher, or couldn't get to my phone, simply give Michael a call, or Bro Six Michael, just to confirm he has that person on the list. You don't want to give out cash in the flash of $100 to everybody. And anyone who saw our ad, Micah does have that person on their list. There's no way you could see our ad and click on it and we not know about it. Okay, so if there's any question as far as if this is a viable voucher, or if this is a viable ad, just send Michael a quick Bro Six, or give him a call to just confirm that this person who came in the office and having questions about the vouchers, but they don't have a voucher, is a real person. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Any questions on the Facebook procedures?
So this email that you're asking to be sent to you in regards to the remaining balance of the $100 or the $120, what information do you need? Is it the client's last name, last four social, and then the balance? And are you expecting just emails sent to you from the office managers or from the DMs?
That's actually a great question. So the first question was, what do you want in the email? Simply the person's first and last name, last four of their social, and what was given, whether it was $100 or $120. Second, it could be from the office manager. So have a conversation at the end of the day, letting who did what. I mean, every office manager knows what's going on in the office. And send me an email, CC to your district manager, to let them know that this was what was given out in the office for Facebook, and I will manually go in and adjust it. Now, as of right now, I am working with corporate to see if you could change that to change the lock from 50, and so it won't be locked anymore. Hopefully, I hear back by Monday, and we could get that changed. But as of right now, just send me the email to manually make that change.
Okay, so just to clarify, when that email is sent to you with the client, you want the full amount, so not the difference.
Right, so there's the full amount. So you put the client's first name and last name, the last four of their social, and what was given out. $100 cash in the flash, $120 cash in the flash. Okay, so I'm going to send email you guys a Facebook procedure a list to look at, print out, put in your office. It's okay to ask as much questions as possible. If it comes up, just definitely ask. You can ask Michael. He's well aware of what's going on. Bro Six Sam, Bro Six Me, Rue. We've all been on work on this for the last few days, so definitely ask if you're unsure about these Facebook procedures.
Ready?
All right. Yes.
Okay, another question, and you may touch on this later on, but in regards to not having cash in the office, when you have those clients who, or if you run out of cash, and you have those clients who come in with the voucher, is it the same procedure? When we get more cash in, we'll give them, or is it that, or?
Yeah, so that's always a sticky situation where we don't have cash in the office, and I cannot guarantee that would not happen, because it's a situation where it will likely will happen. Especially too if we have more Facebook ads and more people coming in, then we have cash in the office. I did meet with Rue today, and we're working out a system where appointments that are made that are on Facebook, that are, like, for example, if appointment is made today on Facebook for Tuesday, that we know ahead of time where we could prep the office to have enough cash to cover that. So the goal is to have enough cash to cover whatever's going on in the office. Now, there's going to be situations where we don't have cash, and I know the office has been doing a good job of doing IOUs and things like that. It's a case-by-case situation. It's going to be depending on the client you speak to, how you address these issues, whether I would prefer we do an IOU as opposed to a discount. Letting the client know we don't have the cash right now, but come in tomorrow or later and we'll get you the cash, and let me know about it too, so I'll get you the cash as soon as possible. But especially with this new Facebook thing, my goal is to make sure that the offices are cash ready.
Okay, thank you. And lastly, just to follow up in regards to you know, if we don't have the cash on hand, usually we'll do 50 from the tax prep fee. But in this case, being that it's a 120 or something like that, that's a bit much to take off. So what do you recommend as far as doing that or not doing that?
I would recommend that we focus on doing IOUs for what's owed. I wouldn't recommend doing $100 cash. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing $120 discount. I think that's way too much. Um, no, I don't believe a client would take a $50 discount or a $75 discount. I think the best thing to do is ask the client to come back to get the 120 and let me know ASAP so I can get the cash there. Any other questions on the Facebook marketing? So any questions, definitely Bro Six me. Anything you need to verify, just give Michael a call or just Bro Six him. He's been doing a really good job speaking to a lot of people, getting them excited to come into the office. It's only been a few days and we got a lot of people interested already. Once W-2 start really hitting hard, it's most likely gonna be a lot more. So we want to make sure we understand what we need to do. This is a brand new marketing tool that we're using. I think it's working out, but again, it has to depend on the way we communicate in the offices as to what's going on. All right. So a couple more things. Marketing for the week. Marketing for the week is going to be really focused on retention. Just want to let you guys know what's going out and what's going on. So letters and mailers already went out. Actually went out between Friday and the rest are going out on Monday. And there are two types of mailer going out. One of it is a general tax mailer. It's a letter saying that call the office or walk into the office, get $50 cash in a flash, and talks about the advance. It's a general mailer going out to our prior year clients from last year. The next mailer we have going out is our non-returning client mailers. Now, these are clients from 2016 or 17 that did not file with us the prior year. Normally, we focus on them during March and April. This year, we're making an aggressive effort to focus on them as soon as possible. So, the letter they're receiving that's going out on Monday should hit their mailbox by Wednesday. It's pretty much just saying that you could choose between $100 cash in a flash or 50% off your tax return. All right. Normally between peak, we don't do any discounts. We don't really focus on discounts, but we are doing an aggressive effort to get clients to come back to our office by offering them a cash in a flash of $100 or 50% off a tax return. Okay. Now they will come in if they're interested. They will come in with a letter or they will come in with a text. The only thing you have to do is just verify through CMC that this is a non-returning client. And you can either give them the $100 cash in flash or the 50% off, whichever they prefer. Now, when you're doing the tax return, always assume $100 cash in the flash, though. Okay, that's the best thing to go by because we're getting 100% of our fees. So always assume $100 cash in the flash. Let the client tell you that they want the 50% off the tax return, and that's fine. Okay, so those letters, half of them went out on Friday. The other half is going out on Monday. And there's a text blast with the same offer going out on January 9th saying the same exact thing. Okay. The next thing that is going out between January 8th and the 15th are pre-approval mailers. And those are sent actually by corporate. They are postcards that are going out to all prior clients saying you're pre-approved for the advance. And there's going to be a text blast that we're going to send out on January 12th to the same clients that they are pre-approved for the advance. Now, these are clients who are with us last year and who are funded by the IRS, meaning that they didn't have any FMS issues, any verification letter issues. The IRS released their funds, there were no problem. Because the IRS released their funds with no problem, we see them as clients that are good enough to get the advance that the banks will get their money back. Okay, so all that stuff is going out next week as well. Okay, any questions on the marketing for retention this week? All right, so finally to do for this week, the only thing I need you guys to focus on besides the million of other things you got going on, Just make sure on your desktop you're working on completing those Google form reports. The completed return form, they went live actually yesterday. Okay, and that's very important because it's part of your bonus structure. Okay. When there's a walkout, make sure you complete the CRO report, center firm report, and the clockout report. So those reports are all on your desktop. Make sure these things are getting done. In total, to take about 5 minutes to complete. It's a series of questions to make sure that everyone is on the same page. All right. Also, just a reminder about return status. Returns on hold is when clients leave with the client's paperwork. There's to be no 50 cash and flash given on returns on hold. Okay, returns that are in review. These are last pay stub that the client actually signed, and we gave the 50. They signed the tow pass. These clients are good to go. Okay, and clients that are walkout, again, these are CRO reports. When you have a client that walks out, that means the client took the original paperwork, left the office, completed CRO. Some of you guys have been doing that. I know we have 2 walkouts so far. So you guys have been doing that. So keep up with that. Also, follow-ups in office meetings. Make sure you're making your thank you calls. Again, the next following day when the return is done, pick 5 returns to call and just say thank you. It does great with customer service. It gives us the opportunity to remind the client about referrals and send a friends. Okay. And also, you should be scheduling, if you haven't already, your office meetings every week. You guys should be having office meetings with your team, letting them know that what we talked about. Things we talked about today is a perfect guide to what you're going to talk to your team about. Not everyone is on this call. Obviously, it's just for people who are managers and leads. So you have to get the message out to your people, okay? And also view YouTube pages, all right? I'll send an email out again today with what we talked about today and a link to the YouTube pages. There are a lot of videos, well, not a lot of videos, but there's some very informative videos for you guys to check out. One of the videos is a good video that I did is called the bonus structure. So you guys can understand how the bonus works. If you have any questions, definitely ask. But also you could explain to your team how the bonus structure works and what plays a part in it. Okay? Any questions on anything we talked about today? All right, so if there are no questions, this weekend is football playoffs. So enjoy the football games that's going on, guys. Tomorrow, Sunday, all offices are closed. We open back on Monday, full schedule. Any questions? Again, Bro6. Continue to ask. And continue to be great. You guys did a great job this week. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with like the system and again the office is ready and stuff too. But we handle everything like pros, so let's continue to do that. All right, you guys have a successful week. Happy birthday, Rue. Great job, Kendra, on the news. And let's make it big the next following week, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Happy birthday, Rue.
Happy birthday, TMC.
Happy birthday, Rue.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So by the time the bar closes,